Today, we are going to build an amazing, incredible app using Claude Code. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to teach you how to use Claude Code, how to build and launch apps, how to get customers. If you sit and you watch this, you're going to have fun, you're going to be entertained, and you're going to learn an absolute crap ton about Claude Code and building apps, even if you've never coded a day in your life. This is going to be sick. If you're watching live, get in the chat, say hello, introduce yourself. If you're watching the replay, get in the replies, say hello, introduce yourself as well. I'll say hi back. I'll be in there soon. Welcome to the live stream. We are live. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to just get right into it. I think we just get right into it. Let's just go directly in. I'm going to show you what we'll be building out today. We got a really cool app we're building out. Really cool app, and you can build along with me here. The point isn't you just sit here and watch me play around with Claude Code. You build along with me here. This is participatory. So let me go in. I'm going to show you what we're building. You pull open Claude Code. We start building together. We're going to be building a really, really cool app. Let me share my screen. We are going to allow ChatGPT Atlas to share the screen. I'm using Atlas here. And of course, it wants to quit and reopen. We'll do that later. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to show you what we're building here. Here we go. Hope you can see that all right. This is the app we are going to be building. We are going to be building an app store for vibe-coded apps. So it's an app store that anyone can submit their apps into. You can discover other vibe-coded apps that other people are building. You can vote up and down. You can see other things people are building, explore, see the builder, see all the apps other people built, and just discover new vibe-coded apps. But more importantly, help you get more discoverability for the own apps you're building. I just want to build an app store where everyone can submit their apps and we can check out each other's apps. So this is what we're going to be building with Claude Code today. Also just started using Atlas yesterday. Yeah, Atlas is awesome. I don't get why people are hating. I love it. I think it's sick. I'm a big Atlas fan. I am new to AI, looking to create a new app this weekend. Well, I got good news for you, my friend Zero to Startup. Not only will you be building a new app this weekend, you are going to be building a new app right now on this live stream. You will be building it out. So this is going to be sick. Let's do this. I'm going to pull open Claude Code. You should do it with me as well. I like to do this inside of Visual Studio Code. There is a Visual Studio Code, it's completely free, and then you can download the Claude Code extension inside Visual Studio Code, which will allow you to use Claude Code inside of Visual Studio. So let me do this. I'm going to pull it open now. Hope everyone's having a great end of their week. It is Friday. It's a beautiful Friday. It is as beautiful as it gets. We're going to have a beautiful weekend. We're going to build nice things this weekend. Let me pull open Visual Studio Code. Here we go. Share screen. Window. Visual Studio Code, Vibe App Store. All right, we are in. We have Visual Studio Code open. This is my favorite way to use Claude Code right now. There's many ways you could be using Claude Code, right? You can be using the CLI. You can be inside Cursor. You can do this. You can do that. My favorite way at the moment, Visual Studio Code, then the Claude Code extension, I think is the best way to do it. Alex, do you have an app on the iOS App Store? No, I do not. Eventually, I will. I'm just not as interested in the iOS App Store at the moment, although I know it's a massive opportunity. We will eventually be building iOS apps out, but right now this is a web app where you can put your vibe-coded apps out. Claude Code sent me an invitation 1 month free of Max, haha, because I canceled and moved to Codex. Well, it's up to you. I think right now Claude Code's the GOAT. You can use whatever. Everyone's got their favorite. Use whatever you want. You want to use Replit? Use Replit. You want to use Codex? Use Codex. I use Codex too. I'll show you how I use Codex and Claude Code side by side. Any app ideas for quick and decent MRR, Karen Jolly? Wouldn't that be nice? Quick and easy MRR. How do we get some quick and easy MRR? Basically, you're asking me how do you get quick and easy money. There's no quick and easy money. There's no quick and easy money. What it comes down to, Karen Jolly, is this. What are you interested in? What do you enjoy building? What would solve a problem in your own life, right? This is the mindset you should have. Let me make my face bigger so you can look me dead in the eyes. You want some quick and easy money. What's the best way to generate ideas for apps is what you're asking me. Here's what you got to do. And if you do this, this is a 100% fail-proof strategy I'm about to tell you. 100% fail-proof strategy. If you follow this strategy, you'll win no matter what. Think about problems you have day to day. Think about challenges you have day to day. Build an app that solves one of your day-to-day challenges. Best case scenario, you put it out, people buy it, you make tons of money, you get your quick and easy MRR, Karen Jolly. Worst case scenario, no one buys it, no one is interested, but you just solved one of your own problems. You just made your own life easier, right? That's what I did with Creator Buddy, which is my app that's now making about 25K MRR, right? I wanted to build an app that analyzes all my own tweets. So I built Creator Buddy. I said, worst case scenario, I just got an app that analyzes my own tweets, which is a problem I'm looking to solve. Best case scenario, a bunch of people buy it. Luckily, we had the best case scenario. So there's no quick and easy money, but there's quick and easy value you can create, which is find problems in your own life to solve. Best case scenario, you make money. Worst case scenario, you just made your life easier. That is a no-lose strategy, Karen Jolly. No-lose strategy. And listen, Karen Jolly, if you don't like that answer I just gave you, then I'm going to be honest, building probably isn't for you. If the only reason you're in this is to make money and that's it, and if it's not worth doing it, if you don't make money, then it's probably not for you. Just going to be honest. The only way you're going to make money in this game is if you really enjoy doing it. Really enjoy. Wow, quick and easy value. Nice. You like that? That was off the top of my dome. I didn't even use AI to come up with that. That's why I'm the GOAT. That's why the YouTube channel, how many subscribers? I don't know. Whatever, how many subscribers I got, that's why I got them. Because I can come up with stuff like that off the top of my dome. All right. Let's get into it. Should we start building? What's up, Llama Mama? How you doing? How you doing? Cursor 2 is supposed to be a big update, says Simon Romansky. I tested Cursor 2. I put out a video review of Cursor 2. I'm going to be honest with you about Cursor 2, Simon Romansky. I like Cursor 2 a lot. I like Cursor 2 a lot. I like the update. I like the direction they're going in. I really like their new model, which is definitely not an open source Chinese model that they just renamed to Composer 1. Definitely not. They definitely didn't do that. And Windsurf definitely didn't do that either. There's no way that Cursor and Windsurf both released an AI model the exact same day that performs exactly the same, that does the exact same code. There is no way that both of them just downloaded an open source Chinese model and then renamed it whatever they want. There's no way they did that. No way. They definitely trained their own model. They definitely spent months and millions of dollars training their own model, 100%. There's no way they just downloaded a Chinese model, Quen 3, and then renamed it. There's no way. Anyway, I do like what Cursor 2, I like Cursor 2 a lot. I do. I give it a big thumbs of approval. If you're a Cursor fan, congratulations. You just got an amazing update to Cursor. And I'm a Cursor fan, so I like it. I'm sticking with Claude Code for now. I just like Claude Code more. I'm going to be honest, when it comes to AI, I think vibes are critically important. I know that sounds crazy. I think vibes are so important. And the vibes I get from Claude, the vibes I get from talking to Claude and ideating and going back and forth and coming up with roadmaps and coming up with marketing, it's just the GOAT for me. It's just the GOAT. It's been the GOAT. It's been the GOAT since it released back in February. It's been the GOAT for like 10 months now since it released, which is like years in AI time. So I'm sticking with Claude Code for now. I just think Sonnet 4.5 is the greatest coding software engineer model in the history of humanity. So I'm sticking with Claude Code. But if you're a Cursor fan, thumbs up. You did it. Cursor 2 is great. Cursor 2 is great, 100%. Do you pay for Cursor or only Claude Code? I pay for every AI tool you can think of. Name an AI tool. I pay for the maximum plan of it. I pay for the maximum Cursor plan, maximum Windsurf plan, ChatGPT Pro, Claude Max. I pay for them all. No one pays it. No one gives it to me for free. I get them all. I have to pay for them all because I got to use all the tools. I got to use all the tools. I got to make videos on them. I got to use them all. I also think that the more tools you have access to, the more you can improve your workflow, the better things you can produce. So there's that. Great points, quick and easy value, chase adding value, not cash. Adding value is how you, exactly. If you chase creating value, the money will find you. If you chase creating value, the money will find you. If you chase like, how can I get quick and easy MRR? Guarantee you fail. 100% guarantee you fail. 100%. Alex, you are so nice and hard worker for YouTube too. I love your channel. Thank you. If you could do me a favor and you can type in the chat how I pronounce your name. I don't even know where to begin saying your name. Put in the chat how I can say your name because I want to refer to you by name because you've now put multiple comments in the live chat, but I literally have no idea how to say your name. So please put in the chat what your name is in English so I can say it because I don't know how to say this. I can't even take a guess. I have no idea how to even begin saying what this is. I have no idea. Do I pay for D's nuts? Yes, I do, Yen. I do pay for D's nuts, and it's well worth the money. I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to get in the building in 1 second here. I'd like Cursor Composer's model wouldn't be as insanely self-confident as all the other models. Can we please get a model that says, I expect this fix will work, but please check. First of all, completely agreed. Second of all, I just started putting in Chat GPT and like the system prompt, like just be honest with me. Be honest with when you don't know what you're talking about. Be honest with what I'm saying is wrong. Just be honest with me. And it's helped a lot with the responses. Hungry Boater. Hungry Boater? That's how I say that name is Hungry. I'm just going to say Hungry. Can I just say, can I refer to you as Hungry? Is that fine? Do I have to say Hungry Boater every time? It's in Korean. Sorry, it's fine. I'll call you Hungry if that's all right. Hungry. Okay, cool. I'll call you Hungry. Thank you, Hungry, for being here. It's great having you. Thanks for enjoying the channel, Hungry. It's great having you. See, if you're not in a live stream, you're missing out on fun. Although enjoy the replay. That's cool too. Alex Finn, it seems all your coding examples are web apps. What if we want to develop for mobile and web? That's totally fine. And I'm going to do more iOS videos. I'm going to do more of that. I'm just going to be honest. I like creating videos about things I'm interested in. I'm not as interested in the mobile game, like the iOS app game, although I know there's tons of opportunity. I'm just not as interested in the moment. So let's get into building our app, right? I showed you what we were building a little bit earlier. Let me, I'll show you one more time so you can see what we're building out here. So I'm basically building a product hunt, but for vibe coded apps. I'm basically building a product hunt for vibe coded apps where you can share and discover your vibe coded apps. You build out vibe coded apps. Right? What's the biggest problem right now for vibe coders? You build apps, you have no way to get customers. You can create content. That's fine. I recommend everyone create content. Just a very long game, right? You have to be creating content for years to really get traction there. So I'm building out Gemini App Hunt, just the name the AI came up with. Ignore that. That's not going to be the name. Product hunt for vibe coded apps from solo builders. So this is what we have so far. You can click on an app. Right? You can see the information about the app, who built it. You can upvote and downvote the builder. You can upvote and downvote the app. You can ask the questions to builder. You can share the app on social media. You can comment on the app. You can ask questions, comment. You can have conversations around the app. You can go directly to the app. You can see the badges. Does this have a free trial? Is it open source? Can I download and launch the code myself? You can discover new apps. There's categories, right? A lot of cool things here. You get your own builder profile. So when you create an account, you have a builder profile that shows all your apps, how many upvotes you have, all the achievements. You get analytics around how many people have viewed your app and clicked on your app. Analytics, work in progress, I guess. The analytics not showing up, but that's fine. Analytics not important for now. Let's go back, search for apps. So let's start adding cool features. If you guys are interested, I don't know if you guys are interested, but I'm gonna show you real quick how I do product management. A lot of people use Linear. Linear is a great app. Linear is a great product management app. I use an app called TickTick. TickTick, T-I-C-K. It's just a to-do list app. It's just like a simple to-do list app. And what I do is it has a Kanban board, and I use this for all my to-dos for everything. Do you have Supabase Pro? For Creator Buddy, I do. I pay for like the Pro plan for Creator Buddy, but I'm using the free plan for this. You can use the free plan more than these. I just use it for Creator Buddy because I have a ton of users on Creator Buddy. TickTick Here's my product management app. It's just a to-do list app. And I create a bunch of columns: to do, in progress, done. I just finished the search functionality last night, so I'm going to move that over to done. So let's do this. Let's start adding some features and functionality. So I have my list. Whenever I come up with ideas, maybe I'm at the gym, I'm on the road, wherever, I just go into my app and I add new things to do. Let's see what feature we can build out. Free trial available tag, ability to flag report apps, builder analytics dashboard. I actually finished that last night, so that's done. Maybe we should do a Claude skills marketplace. I want to make a marketplace for Claude skills too, so people can share their own Claude skills. Now start here. Give them a starter template to download. Let's build a starter. Should we do a starter templates? I want to make it so people can go on here and find starter templates to build out, just open source apps they can download and start building on top of. Should we do that? Ooh, no, I want to do this. Let's do this. So I want to make it so there's a hover state when you hover over the cards. So when you're building out, when you submit an app to the App Store, when you hover over it, the thumbnail changes to a one-sentence pitch. So I hover over the app and then it changes to a one-sentence pitch. And so everyone who submits an app, they also have to submit a one-sentence pitch. So when people hover over it, they see the one-sentence pitch. So let's go into Claude Code and build that out. I'll show you how to do that. Let's build it. Listen, if you're at home, you're watching, you're chilling, maybe you're vibing, maybe you're hanging out, you're vibing, build along with me. Pull open Claude Code. Let's have some fun together, huh? So we're in Claude Code. I'm in the extension for Visual Studio Code. I want to change the hover state on the apps on the home screen. I'll make this bigger so you guys can see it. There we go. When a user hovers over one of the app listings on the home or search screens, I want the thumbnail to change to a one-sentence pitch of the app. When submitting an app, there should be a new field for a one-sentence pitch. This field then becomes the thumbnail when users hover over the app. So I'm just in plain English saying exactly what I want. Your audio is cutting in and out. Are you kidding me? Is the audio cutting in and out for other people? Is the audio cutting in and out for other people? I'm going to go friggin' nuts if the audio is cutting in. There's always audio issues. Always audio issues. Anyway, I'm going to hit send. I hope it's not cutting in and out. I hope the audio is fine for everyone involved. It's fine. All right, good. I'm going to hit send. Audio is good here. Yen, go fix your own audio, dude. The audio is wrong on your side, not my side. Don't freak me out like that, Yen. So I hit enter. We just in plain English told Claude Code exactly what we want to build. So we have the backend built out for this, right? So I'm using supabase for the database. If you need a database for your app, I recommend supabase. It has a good free version. I have friends, they swear by Convex. I'm going to be honest, I've never used Convex. I used supabase for my first app. I loved it. I've only used it since. Let's see what we're doing here. Okay, so it's updating the database for this new column, this new piece of data in the data. Is this VS Code? Yes, this is VS Code, Eric SR. This is the Claude Code extension in VS Code. So if you download VS Code, which is free, and then you go to the extensions here and then search Claude Code, it'll download the Claude Code extension, which is what you want to do. Is there anything worse than when people spam your email and then they follow up 20 times? If you cold email me and I don't respond to your cold email, that means I am not interested in whatever it is you're shilling me. So don't follow up with me 20 times saying, hey, following up here, did you see it? Follow up. Of course I saw it. Of course I saw your original email. I'm not interested. Stop following up. If you're here and you're a salesman for whatever company you work for, and your marketing strategy is cold emails, which is a horrible marketing strategy for the record, and your marketing strategy is cold emails, do the world a favor. Do not follow up. Send your email. If they don't respond, it means they're not interested. Do not follow up 20 times. We don't owe you our time. We don't owe you our life. I don't owe you a response because you cold emailed me with something completely irrelevant, with a templated email that's not personalized whatsoever, does not mean I owe you an email. And then sometimes I'll freak out and say, stop emailing me. And they'll go, well, you could have just sent me a no. I don't owe you a no. I owe you nothing. Do not cold email me. Do not follow up with me. Just block them. I do. I report spam. Just know I'm going to destroy your email score. If you cold email me, I'm destroying your email score and reporting spam over and over and over again. Reset the database. I don't know. It's telling me to do npx database reset. I don't want to do that. Just give me the SQL and I'll run the migration myself. I do all the supabase stuff manually. I copy and paste the SQL. I don't want it managing the database. Who is it? Call them out. It's 4,000 different people. You want to see who it is? You want to see my spam folder? I get 4,000. If anyone here's ever starts a YouTube channel, don't put your email address. It's tough because the only way you're going to get sponsorships is if you put your email address in it. But you're also going to get 9 million spam emails. This is all spam. These are all the people I've reported spam. I get 100 a day. That's only from like the last 2 days too. And all of them follow up 100 times. There's people in there, 90 follow-ups. Anyway. Here's the SQL migration. All right. I had to do it. I had to let it rip. All right. So we have the SQL migration. For those who don't know, this is going to add new columns to our database. For those who don't know, columns, just pieces of data in the app store, in the database. So it's adding the new column for the one-sentence pitch. It's adding the column for the one-sentence pitch, which is this new piece of data we want to put in our app store. So I'm going to pull open supabase. I'm going to show you where to put the SQL. Vibe App Store. All right, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen and show you how to do stuff with supabase. Sorry about that cold email, Rand. I had it up. I get an alert every 5 seconds with these cold emails. Cold emails should get people arrested. Cold emails, cold phone calls, cold text messages should be an arrestable offense. On the left, when you're in your project in Supabase, go to SQL Editor, paste in the SQL that Claude code gives you. If public API, not in Pix. I'm not showing my public API, right? Okay, good. If you're ever working with the database in Claude code, just have it write you SQL commands to update the database. And then all you need to do is go to the SQL editor, and then you paste in the SQL commands it gives you. So it's going to alter the table apps, and it's going to add a new column for the one-sentence pitch. And then you hit run, and it's going to add this new column to the app. What's your advice on getting the first 100 users? PS, didn't want to come across as greedy dev, but it's just that I tried solving my own problem, but apparently very few people had that problem. Apprehensive face. Well, Karen Jolly, the good news, Karen Jolly, is even though no one was interested in that problem, you still solved one of your own problems, so your life improved. So that shouldn't make you apprehensive and make that apprehensive emoji face at the end of your message there. Should make you happy. You should have a happy face. Happy face, right? Because you just made your life easier. Now that you made your life easier, you can move on to the next idea. So what's your advice for getting the first 100 users? Well, here's my piece of advice. Are you creating content? Why was I able to get Creator Buddy to 200K ARR in the first day? It's because I built an audience on Twitter and I tweeted the hell out of it. The first few months leading up to me launching the app, I shared my journey. I shared what I was building. I shared examples of what I was doing, right? You can do the same thing. As you're building your app, share your journey. Share it on Twitter. Share it on YouTube. Start a YouTube channel. Share what you're building. Share. And the people who watch, who see what you're building and are interested in your journey, if it's solving their problems, they're going to want to buy your app, right? And here's it, like, listen, this is not me digging it into you. If your vibe is, how do I make quick and easy MRR, right? If that's your vibe, it's not going to work because people will be able to smell that on you. They'll be able to smell that, okay, this guy's trying to extract some quick and easy MRR, right? And people don't want to buy from those people. People don't want to associate with those people. They don't want anything to do with the extractors. So again, like I said earlier, Karen Jot, you want to change your vibe. You want to vibe shift. You want to shift your vibe, like Jaylen Brown. Shift your vibe. The energy is about to shift. Make your vibe, how can I create and share as much value as possible? If that becomes your vibe, how am I going to create products that create as much value as I can? The MRR will follow. It's like anything in life. The more you chase things, the harder it is to get. So if you're chasing money, the harder it is to get money, right? So just create value and all those things will come your way. It's the same thing with like romance. If you're a single dude and you're looking for a girlfriend or a wife or whatever, if you're constantly chasing relationships and women, it's going to make it harder. But if you work on yourself and you improve yourself and you become the best man or woman you want to be, then that will bring the love and joy to you, right? So don't be like, how do I get MRR? How do I get MRR? How do you make the most valuable app humanly possible? And the money will come to you. You know what I'm saying? But if you're like, how do I make money? You're not gonna get the money, right? And there's your little bit of there's your live stream relationship advice for the day, huh? Any relationship to Oz Perlman? Do I look like Oz Perlman? Do I look like Oz Perlman? How's that guy work, you know? How's he do all his magic tricks? He's like the best magician alive for those who don't know, Oz Perlman. People say I look like Sam Altman. Do I look like Sam Altman? No, not you, bro. Oh, who are you asking? Who's Oz Perlman? I don't know. Guys, let's click like. Everyone listen to Hungry. Hit the like button down below. Let's share. Let's get more people in the party. Let's get more people in the party. All right, let's go back to building. Let's get back to Claude Code. Let's get back to Claude Code, huh? All right, we're back in. Make this a little bit bigger for you guys. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we ran the migration. I've successfully implemented the hover state feature with these updates, database schema, database type, submission form, app card component, shows the image, it displays the one sentence pitch in a brand colored overlay while hovering, smooth transitions between states. Okay, let's test this out, right? We went in, Claude Code, simple sentence, what we want to build. It built it out. Alex, we would have been boys in high school. Says, oh, so that's any relation to Oz Perlman's Michael J. Perlman. Well, first of all, Michael J. Perlman, welcome back. Welcome back to the live stream. Welcome back to the live stream. Would we have been boys in high school? Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. You would have been in the crew. You would have been in the crew. Michael J. Perlman, are you the type of guy to play an absolute tremendous amount of basketball, but be absolutely horrible at it and play with a bunch of other guys that play a ton of basketball and they're all absolutely horrible about it? If so, then yeah, we would have been boys. You're the type of guy to play like wiffle ball all throughout high school instead of talking to chicks, then yeah, we would have been boys in high school. You're the type of guy to spend 70% of your week thinking about fantasy football, Michael J. Perlman, then yeah, we probably I can tell. I'm looking at the picture. We would have been boys. We would have been boys, Michael J. Perlman. You do have similar vibes. You would have been in the crew. In the crew I rolled with in New Jersey. All right. Let's test this out, huh? We added the one sentence pitch to the apps. Let's see here. Let's test out to see if this worked. How much money should I spend on apps to build apps for tutoring? Says 0 to startup. How much money should I spend on apps to build apps? So are you asking me like how much you spend on vibe coding tools to build apps? Is that what you're asking me? It depends. What's your budget? Right? If you don't have much of a budget, then Gemini CLI is free, and that allows you to vibe code for free. If you have a little bit of a budget, you could probably go with ChatGPT Plus, the $20 version. You get some Codex credits, and you can use Codex a decent amount. If you have a bigger budget, then you can go with the big mama, right? The one I like the most, Claude Code. You can pay $100 a month for Claude Code, which I think is the best. Now listen, here's how you should look at the way these tools cost. I think people look at these AI tools all wrong. This is an investment, right? You're investing in yourself because you buy these tools and it allows you to build apps that you can then turn around and sell and make money off. So you're investing in yourself by buying these AI tools. So I wouldn't look at like, oh, $100, that's expensive. I wouldn't go spend $100 on a pair of sneakers. It's not like that. You're investing in yourself. You're investing in your business. So I think it's worth spending the money on to get really powerful tools that allow you to build really powerful things. But it's up to you, right? If you're really price conscious, Gemini CLI is free. You can build with that. If you're not price conscious and you want the creme de la creme, you can get Claude Code, which is, you want to spend at least $100 a month on that. Love the orange, white, and blue. Yeah, that's the schema, man. That's what we're going for here. It's called vibe coding, not MRR coding. Thanks, Alex, for teaching me how to enjoy and be excited about the process of solving my own problems. See it as a win. I'm liking you, Aldo Rodriguez. You always come in and say things I enjoy in the chat. I appreciate you, Aldo Rodriguez. Yeah, like that's the key here. And that's the whole point of this channel and these live streams and all this. Like, I don't want to be one of those dudes that go on social media and say, here's 5 steps to make $1,000, right? That's the, who are those gurus' names? I forget the guy's name, right? The 5 steps to make $1,000, right? Those are schmucks. The way you want to look at it is, here's how you build valuable, interesting things that you enjoy building. Because if you have that mindset, right, that's the goal of this channel, is teaching you how to enjoy this, teaching you how to build valuable things. Because if that's your mindset, you're going to win no matter what. When you're vibe coding, you're going to win no matter what. Do I put on the background music? Let's put on some of the background music, huh? So you can vibe with me here. Let's vibe. Move this down to 18. There we go. A little bit of vibe for you there. All right, let's test this out. I'm going to refresh. I'm going to hover over. I don't see the one sentence pitch, but let's submit an app. Does it have the, yeah, one sentence pitch shown on? All right, so we're going to submit another app. We're going to call it CB2. App name, CB2. Wait, what is this? Enter app URL. Oh, creatorbuddy.io. Can I just do the same URL again? Tagline. Okay. One sentence pitch. Your tweets become way better. Can I just submit this? Please enter URL. Oh, all right. You want like a full ass URL. All right. Submit. Please fill out this field. Tagline. Submit. All right. Oh, I named it CBS, not CB2. All right, I gotta submit app. Creator 2, ultimate growth tool, 1 sentence pitch. Your tweets become way better. Let me just choose an image for this. Open. I'm just gonna put the thumbnail for this live stream as the image. There we go. Submit app. Let's see if this 1 sentence pitch feature worked. All right, we're gonna go back. Creator 2. Nope. Does it have the 1 sentence pitch in here? Nope. Let me check the database to see. So now we're gonna do a little debugging. This is good. We're doing a little debugging. Let's check the database. You guys want to check the database? Let's check the database here. All right. Table editor, apps. Let's see. Did it store the 1 sentence pitch? 1 sentence pitch. No, it's not saving the 1 sentence pitch. Okay, that's the problem. The 1 sentence pitch field for all these is completely blank. So whenever you get data issues, things like that, go in, check your database, check the table, see if the data is in there. It's not in there. Let's go back into Claude code and report our issue. Share screen, window. Leave a like down below if you're learning anything, by the way. Do me a favor. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. New video dropping about an hour or so after, hour to two after this live stream ends. I just filmed a video on Claude skills. Claude skills, brand new feature in Claude code. It's excellent. I teach you 5 Claude skills you can implement today. It's awesome. Make sure to subscribe. Turn on notifications if you haven't. Turn on those notifications so you get alerted the moment it drops. And if you enjoy this live stream, I don't want donations. I don't want your money. Here's what I want. If you enjoy the live stream, when I drop that video in an hour or two, open that video up, hit like, let it run to the end. Make sure you watch it to the end. If you're busy, just let it run to the end and watch it again later. If you do that, that's the best way to support me. That's the best way. All right, let's report this issue we just got. Ooh, API track. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's just, okay. Let's do this. Let's just reset the app, and I'm going to try it. I'm going to test it one more time. Creator, I'm just going to name it Creator 3. Maybe we just had a reset. I'm just going to test this out. Tagline. One quick test here. Hope everyone's having a beautiful Friday. Beautiful, beautiful Friday. What's better than a nice, beautiful Friday? I mean, to me, all the days are the same. I'm going to be building all weekend long, vibe coding all weekend long. I love it. This is just what I enjoy. That's vacation for me, is vibe coding. All right, it didn't work. All right, so let's do this. Okay. Looks like the new field is in the UI, but it's not getting saved to the database. I ran the migration and the column is there, but the data isn't being saved to the 1 sentence pitch column, right? So I hope you guys learned something right there about how to investigate these back-end issues, right? Going into the database, checking the table, see if the data is there. If it isn't there, then you report back to Claude. You say, hey, Claude, there's no data there. Vibe coding is thinking things into existence. It's truly metaphysical. Yeah, I know it is, isn't it? I mean, I think, and it's only going to get better from here, Mr. Zeno, right? Like right now we're typing things in, we're talking, and it builds out. But like what happens when it like can connect to our brain and we just think the apps into existence? How sick is that? What software do you use for live streaming on YouTube? Says Scott Clendaniel, my old friend. Scott Clendaniel. Hope you're doing well, Scott Clendaniel. I use StreamYard. StreamYard I find to be the easiest. People use OBS. That's fine. Use OBS if you want. But like StreamYard for me is like the most intuitive, the most plug and play. Like I don't like complexity. I just want to plug in my camera, hit live stream, and it goes. So StreamYard for me works the best. I like StreamYard. I got a comfy UI workflow that uses one pic of any person or character and can prompt a pose type, and it makes 10 different image outputs in the pose type. It runs from Quen in 11 to 13 LLMs. Are you doing that all locally, Yen? Good for creating thumbnail content, memes, or building for LoRa training. Are you doing that all locally, or I've been debating, Yen, getting the NVIDIA DGX Spark, especially with the new Quen coding model that just came out that's like almost as good as Sonnet. I've been thinking about getting the DGX Spark and just running that. I think that could be fun. I don't know. Let's see what we did. Perfect. That was the issue. The handle spin app function wasn't passing the one sentence pitch to the create app function. Now the data should be saved properly. Okay. So it looks like Claude just messed up writing the code and wasn't passing the one sentence pitch to the database, which is fine. It just fixed it. Claude's not perfect. It's fine. It's fine. I'm still confused on if there's any benefit to using VS Code over Cursor. Sorry if I'm asking a lot. Just new to vibe coding ID, says Lincoln Berbert. No, listen, Lincoln, it just depends what your workflow is, right? Cursor has its own coding agent. At the end of the day, all these are our coding agents. So you have to think about a few things. You have to think about which coding agent you get along with best, right? Which one do you just like talking to and working with? Which has the best features and functionality that you enjoy using that's helpful for you? And which matches up to your like pricing requirements? So Cursor has their own agent called Composer. Claude has their own agent called Claude Code. And OpenAI has their own coding agent called Codex. And so for me, I think Cursor 2 is amazing. I think Cursor's new features in Cursor 2 amazing. I think their agent is great. I'm very impressed. I wasn't expecting much. I think it was great. But for me, I think the Claude Code agent is the best in the world. I enjoy working with it the most. I enjoy talking with it. I enjoy bouncing ideas off of it. I enjoy like this, the way it talks to me. I just enjoy. It feels good. I like talking to the Claude Code agent the most. And so for me, there's no point for me in using Cursor because I like the Claude Code agent. So I installed the Claude Code extension into Visual Studio Code. And the only reason I installed in the Visual Studio Code is because I couldn't get it working in Cursor. I couldn't get the extension working in Cursor for some reason. It works in Visual Studio Code for me. I pay for Cursor. I'm on the Cursor subscription. If I wasn't like a content creator who creates content about every AI tool on planet Earth, I probably wouldn't be paying for Cursor. But there's a lot of people who enjoy using Cursor, right? It just comes down to who do you like working with the most? Which coworker or employee do you like managing the most? They all work in different ways. They all talk to you in different ways. They all challenge you in different ways, right? Like Claude Code has probably the most in-depth planning mode. I meant Cursor probably has the most in-depth planning mode. When you use Cursor and you go in plan mode, it creates the longest, most detailed, in-depth plans. And on top of that, asks you questions, right? It asks when you build a plan, it'll like ask you like 10 prep questions. And it does all these really in-depth, intense things. And like, if you're into that, and some people are really into that, then use Cursor and pay for Cursor. For me, I just like the way Claude Code talks to me. I like the way it explains things. I like the code it writes. I just like its vibe. There's just some people you catch a vibe and you're like, I like this guy. Like Michael J. Perlman. I caught a vibe from Michael J. I like this guy. I wish he would hang out in the chat more, right? I catch a vibe from Claude Code. There's people like Mr. Zeno. You catch a vibe. Oh, I like this guy. I like this vibe. There's people like Zero to Startup, right? There's people like The Modelier. There's people like Ben K. There's people like Eric SR. You just catch a vibe. You're like, oh, I like this guy. There's people like Solo One. Oh, I catch a vibe. I like this person, right? Yen Rodman. Catch a vibe from Yen. I caught a vibe from Claude Code. So I use Claude Code. So you don't need to use Cursor. You don't need to use VS Code. Just pick an agent, whichever one you like. I like Codex too. When I'm like getting down and dirty in the vibe coding, like I'm like really cooking, I do this. I have Claude Code on right, Codex on the left, and I bounce ideas back and forth between the two. So like I'll build something in Claude Code, then I'll pass it off to Codex and say, hey, what'd you think about what they built? How would you improve it? And they go, oh, I like this. And I take that and give it back to Claude Code. And now you're managing like multiple agents, right? That's another workflow. So it depends what workflow. That's the beautiful part. That's the beautiful part about competition. That's the beautiful part about capitalism, right? Is these are competitors, Claude, Cursor, OpenAI, Codex. They're both racing against each other, and I can use them and bounce them off each other and see which one's best. So just find which one you catch a vibe with, which one you like the most. It's Halloween. Oh, yeah, it is Halloween. What's everyone dressing up as? Let me know in the chat. What are you dressing up as? I'm doing candy duties at the apartment building. Any little kids that walk by, I'm handing them candy. Although I just downloaded Arc Raiders. I want to play Arc Raiders tonight. So hopefully no one knocks while I'm playing Arc Raiders. I might hand out candy for a little bit, and then once I play Arc Raiders, shut off all the lights and pretend no one's home. Waited all week for this stream. I've done 3 streams this week. What do you mean? You waited 2 days? You mean we're using VS Code with Claude Code inside. Do you have a background in coding? If so, how did you learn? Says Strategic Briefing. Yes, I have a background in coding. I learned by going to college for computer science. How old am I? I'm 35. So I went to college for computer science 17 years ago. Holy crap. 17 years ago I went to college? Oh my God. That's half my life. Half my life ago I went to college. Oh my God. This life goes by quick, man. This life goes by quick. Spend it all vibe coding. I'm telling you, spend the rest of your life vibe coding. But I will say this. You don't need a coding background to do this. You do not need a coding background to do this. Does it help? Yes, it helps. Yes, it helps. But you don't need it. You don't need it. Is it more difficult without it? Yeah, of course it's more difficult. But like, if you're not doing things because it's difficult, then you're a kitty cat, right? If like, that's the thing that I put out a tweet yesterday that was like 5 hours of vibe coding can change your life. And then like the top most liked reply was like, that's not true. It's too difficult to do something in 5 hours. And I'm like, okay, so what? You're scared to do something because it's difficult? You kitty cat? If it was easy, it wouldn't be worth doing. I'm glad this is difficult. I'm glad this is challenging. You know why I'm glad this is challenging? Because then it puts up a barrier. Because there's a barrier. And all the lazy little kitty cats who don't want, oh, that's difficult. I don't want to do it. I don't know programming. That's too difficult. I don't want to do that. Okay, go scroll TikTok, little kitty cat. Go scroll TikTok. I'm glad this is difficult because now all the kitty cats have to go and scroll Instagram Reels while I go here and I use Claude Code and I build things that'll blow your mind. And all you in here, the 52 people in here right now, the Fin fam who's watching this, we're going to do difficult things together and we're going to win. We're going to do difficult things. Oh, but this involves code and I don't have a computer science degree. All right, kitty cat, go scroll TikTok then. Melt your brain. While me and the Fin fam go build cool things and build empires. Oh, it's difficult. All right, kitty cat. Whatever you say. He's tweaking the database. Yes, I am. Oh, I got it. Working. Yeah, you can work. You don't need to use Claude Code to work with me here. You can use Cursor. You can use Codex. You can use Gemini CLI. Whatever you want. Have you customized Claude Code using the feature thingies? If yes, can we get... you mean Claude Skills, founder? You mean Claude Skills? 2 hours after this live stream ends, I'm dropping a video on Claude Skills that shows you every skill you can install in the Claude Code, founder. Claude Skills are great. I'll show you exactly how to use them. 2 hours. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you get it the moment that video drops. That's going to be a banger. I'm dropping a video on Friday night. Halloween Friday night. Probably the worst. Probably the worst night to drop YouTube videos. Halloween night. I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm in the mindset the moment you create something, you just drop it. Who cares about timing? Hi, Alex. Continuing the old project? Yes. Yep, we're working on the app, the Vibe Coding App Store, which all you guys are going to be able to use. Ani, member for 5 months. Happy Halloween, Fin Fam. Ani, one of my oldest friends there are. Shout out, Ani. Everyone follow Ani on Twitter. One of my oldest friends in the game. One of my most loyal friends. The creme de la creme of friends. Thank you, Ani. I appreciate it. Just swinging by to say hello. I hope everyone's doing well. What's up, Alex? Keep bringing the fire. What's up, NI? Hope you're doing well, man. Happy Halloween. Go scroll TikTok, kitty cat. That's what it comes down. That's what you say. That's what you say to the people who think this is too difficult. I don't have a background in coding, but it'd be really helpful to have a full course because I end up having to get scraps from multiple content creators, says Ben K. Should I do it? Should I announce it? Should I announce it? Black Friday, Claude Code course. AI App Accelerator, Black Friday, coming. Set your calendars. Black Friday. AI App Accelerator. Set the calendars. We announced it. There it is. See you on Black Friday. It'll be big. Comes with live meetings. No, is that next week? No, that's in like a month. That's like in a month. Comes with live meetings. So we'll meet every Friday after you buy it to go over what you're building. For a month after you get it, every Friday we'll be meeting up, talking about what you're building. AI App Accelerator, all about Claude Code. Full end-to-end. End-to-end, coming up with ideas, building the idea, marketing the idea, getting your first customers, database, payments, everything, end-to-end. Black Friday, mark your calendars. Sign up for the newsletter down below in the description. Free newsletter down below, you'll get all the details there. I'm saying it all throughout the newsletter. It'll all be there. Newsletter in the description. Mark your calendars, Black Friday. Going to be huge. Huge, 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 huge. Sign up the newsletter down below in the description. All right, let's test this out. It looks like it's working now. With a Black Friday deal, Joe Bob, we wouldn't be dropping on Black Friday if there wasn't a Black Friday deal, Joe Bob. Can Claude Code make native Android apps? Blind mother F. Claude Code can build anything you want. Claude Code's the GOAT. And then I had someone reply to me. They tweeted at me yesterday, oh, is Alex Finn getting paid by Anthropic? Why does he keep saying Claude Code's the best? Is he being paid by Anthropic? Anthropic, if you're watching this, pay me. For the love of God, I will take payment from Anthropic. I am not saying Claude Code's the best because I'm getting paid. Although, for the record, Anthropic, reach out and pay me. Okay? This is out of the love of the game. I am not above getting paid from Anthropic. So Anthropic, if you're watching this, pay me. But no, I'm not just saying it because I'm getting paid. I'm not getting paid. I'm paying them. They're not even paying for my subscription. I pay $200 a month for Claude Code. I'm paying them to shill them. Is Alex just like Claude Code because they're paying him? They must be paying him. No. Although I will take payment from Claude. Pay me, Claude, or at least pay for my subscription. All right. Let's test out this new feature we just built. So let's do this. I could just, no, let's submit it. Let's submit a new app. Anthropic, pay me. Make me your head of developer relations. Anthropic, if you're watching this, head of developer relations position is open. I'm basically your head of developer relations for free right now. App name, creator 4. Tagline, ultimate growth, 1 sentence pitch. All right. Work for me, baby. Work for me, baby. Submit app. Yes, it worked. There we go, baby. 1 sentence pitch when you hover over it. 1 sentence pitch when you hover over it. I love it. I love it. Your tweets. So I like this, right? Think about it. Think of every app. I love this. This might be the best idea I've ever come up with. Think of an app store. You submit your apps. And you're going through the app store, right? Imagine if every app store was like this. And you just hover over and you see a 1 sentence pitch on why you should get it. And the creator of the app has to come up with that 1 sentence pitch. I think that's a smart idea. So you're going through my app store and you have this list of all these trending vibe coded apps. And instead of having to click in, read the description, go to the website, all right, back, that's not it for me. Click in, read description, not for me, back. Click in, read the description. You just hover over and you get the 1 sentence pitch. You just hover over, you get the 1 sentence pitch. Your tweets become way better. Boom. All right, do I want that or do I not? Can Claude Code build me a girlfriend? Yeah, hell yeah, it can. Hell yeah, it can. Damn straight it can. Damn straight, Yen Radman, it can. Damn straight. Claude Code is best at coding in Python. What do you think, Alex? As in, like, everything I've ever coded with Claude Code's been excellent. I've coded Python with Claude Code. I've coded Next.js, everything under the sun. I've used Claude Code for, and it's been excellent. How do you deal with context windows limit? Maybe less MCP's agent. I don't deal with context windows, Jonathan Chavez. I just tell Claude Code what to do, and then it does it. I don't worry about context windows. I tell it what to do, then it does it. If it runs out of context window, it resets and hands it off to itself, and it just keeps working. Every time I've ran out of context window, it's figured it out itself. I've never been like messed up because of context windows. I don't use MCPs. I don't care about I just tell, here's my workflow for Claude Code. I tell it what to do, then it does it. Don't overcomplicate things. Although Claude skills are awesome. Claude skills are awesome. And I'm dropping a video on that in like 2 hours after this live stream ends. Can you make a video of the full tutorial of Claude Code end to end? I mean, I drop like once a month, like a Claude Code tutorial, like just like general, here's how to use Claude Code. I'll probably do another one of those soon. The AI app accelerator, which will be Black Friday, will be like the in-depth, end-to-end, 10-hour, everything and anything you ever needed to know. But if you just go on my YouTube, you can, it's all, you can just go to any of my videos and kind of piece it together. Oh, I know you're not, because I have paid for the others as well and only use Claude Code. Use Cursor to do a bit, and it ran the F out of credit. And Claude Code's the best. They are making tons off me. I do this I make them tons of money for free. I make a multi-billion-dollar company tons of money for free. You should be getting Claude Max Plus for free. You damn straight. I should be getting whatever the tier above that is. ChatGPT is fun. She really loves the code and make you do the same thing times and tells you where to stop. I don't know what that means. I find Anthropic marketing customer service to be Dismissive. When you submit a support ticket, it takes 1 month to get a response back. And dismissive. What support tickets are you sending the Anthropic, out of curiosity? I've never sent a support ticket to an AI company before. What support ticket? Just send your support tickets. Should just, you open up a chat and just chat with the AI. AIs are smarter than human beings. Why are you trying to contact a human being? Just contact the AI. Wait, has the ChatGPT App Store open already? I heard about it last night. This is not the ChatGPT App Store, my friend, founder. We're building this. This is us. We're building this out right now. We're building this out right now, my friend. Hesitating to start building in public because of someone stealing my idea. Any advice? Also looks like the thing I could help. Looks like the thing I built could help you. LOL. You're hesitating to build in public because someone can steal your idea? I mean, look what I'm doing right now. I'm live streaming to thousands of people my idea, and it's not even out yet. Just do it. Who cares? Who cares? If you here's what you got to do, Karen Jot. You got to have confidence that you're the GOAT, and that even if someone else stole your idea, you'd build it better than them. Oh yeah, I was looking for the saying. I remember the saying. This is a really violent saying. I don't know if this is gonna get me demonetized. Oh, we're not monetized anyway in this video because I forgot because StreamYard by default doesn't monetize this stuff. I gotta turn it on. Oh well. No, it's not made for kids. Save. Monetization on. Damn it. Here's the saying. It's a violent saying, but I'm going to say it anyway because it makes sense. More builders. Do I say it? It's going to sound so crazy when I say it, but whatever. But think through it. Think deeply. This is a deep saying. It's going to sound crazy, but it's deep. Okay, I'll say it this way. More projects have died from self-inflicted wounds than murder. Okay? And what that means, Karen Jot, is you're self-inflicting wounding yourself by being scared to build in public because someone might steal your idea. More projects have been ended not because someone's stealing the idea, but because people are too scared to share the idea, is what I'm trying to say. So just do it, Karen Jot. You're not going to use the greatest marketing tool of all time because you're scared someone will steal your idea. All right, Karen Jot, well then just lock the F in and build like crazy so no one can steal it. Lock the F in. All right, so you built out that feature. Let's go back to our project management tool. Let's move that idea over. We just finished. Tick, tick. I use tick, tick. It's free. Hover state, done. Let's find the next feature we can build out. I want to build, so we have this app store. Let's do this. I'm going to show you a little bit about how I do ideation with AI. Should we do that, or should we work on new updates section that shows apps and new updates? Never vibe coded for a start here. Template section with one click deploy to GitHub. Let's create a template section. I don't got any projects to do. I don't know. We'll find a project, Pinky. Find a project to do. Let's create. I want to create. This is a new app marketplace. How do we invest in it? LOL, says founder. This is a new app marketplace. This is an app marketplace for vibe coded apps. So all of you guys, as you build your apps, your vibe coded apps, can submit it to this app store and you'll get featured and you'll get discoverability and people will find it and use it. What's the point of building it in public? YouTube money or course selling, says iEarth. Well, neither. What's the point of building in public? Let me give you two scenarios, iEarth. I'm building this vibe coded app store. I'm building it in public, right? We're on a live stream. I'm building it literally in public in front of you right now. When I launch this, all the people watching this, or not all of them, but a lot of them, are vibe coders, they're builders. They're going to want to submit their app so they can get discoverability and customers to their app and make money. And because I'm building this in public in front of them right now, it's building the hype. They're like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool feature. And they kind of feel like they're part of the journey of building this. They kind of feel like they're a part of the journey of me building this out. And so they're more invested in it. So when I launch this, I'm going to have a line of people ready to go day one to use the app store. Now say I didn't build this in public. I built it in secret and then launched it. No one would know about it and no one would be using it day one. The thing would be dead on arrival. That's why you build in public. So it has nothing to do with YouTube money or course selling. Dang it, I forgot about the live stream. Been busy. Well, Courtney Beal, what the hell are you doing? How can you forget about me, man? Turn on notifications. What are you doing? Hit notifications down below. Oh, that's great, but I'm kind of like that other girl. How do you market it and get it on top of the Play Store? I don't know what you're asking me. What's the address? It's not live yet. We're building it. We're building it right now. The address is localhost 3003. That's how you can access it if you want to go to it. All right, let's choose a feature. I want to build a message board for this. So I want community engagement. Oh, actually, I want to do hackathons in here. Weekly hackathon section where people can submit apps. I want to do a hackathon section. So I want to make it, I want this to not just be an app store. I want it to be like a place where people to hang out and be part of the community. And so I want to do a weekly hackathon in the app store. So let's build a weekly hackathon section in our app. I want to build a hackathon section where people can go in, see what the challenge of the week is for the hackathon, then submit their own apps to hackathon. I have a notification on I have a 9 to 5, so it was doing work. Oh, well, that's fine. That's fair. Let's build it. Let's go into Claude Code, huh? What do you guys think of the new setup here? With the green light hitting the side of my head and the blue light back there and the lights off. Is it cool? Is it futuristic or is it cringe? Futuristic or cringe? I don't know. Let me know. Let's go into Claude Code. Let's see. All right. Let's start a new chat so we clear the content. Can I just do /clear? Clear conversation. All right. Here we go. You like it, Pinky? It's good? All right. Prefer the terminal experience? Switch back and say, no, I like the extension experience. All right, here we go. I want to build a brand new section in the app. It's going to be a weekly hackathon section. It will have a challenge in it then anyone can submit their own app to the challenge. Then people can view others' apps and vote them up or down in this challenge. It should be prominently featured at the top left of the side menu. Then people can click in and see the challenge. I, as an admin, should be able to edit the challenge whenever I want. We'll also need to create. We'll do that admin stuff after. Yeah, we'll do the admin stuff after. All right. So I went into Claude Code. I'm describing exactly what I want. I want this new section. This is what I want it to look like. This is what I want it to do. This is where I want it to live. Very simple. No MCPs or crazy anything else. We're going to plan mode. Shift tab. Let's go into plan mode for this. New big features, you want to go into plan mode, right? If I'm just making quick edits here and there, I just send it off. But new big feature like this, I want to do plan mode. So let's hit enter. Let's build a plan for this. I like the older setup because this new system seems to be more blurry and harder on the eyes. Am I more blurry and harder on the eyes? Am I blurrier? Am I harder on the eyes? Is it too much? Is it too much going on here? Is this just too much on the eyes, what my new setup here? Let me show you the old setup as this is plans building. Here's the old setup. Which one do you like better? New vibey setup with the dark background, green and blue lights, or the old setup where it's just me in front of my couch and kitchen, chatting, yapping? What do we like? Boom, kind of vibe Cody futuristic, or boom, just me in front of everything? Darker light, darker light, darker light. Vote in the chat. Darker light. If you're watching replay, darker light in the light. Dark. Dark. Oh, the old was too washed out. Everyone's going dark. All right, let's go. All right, back to Claude Code. Everyone's liking dark. Yeah, I thought it was too washed out too. That's why I switched. I wanted it to stand out more. All right, here we go. Let's see the plan. Let's check out our Claude Code plan here. Do you think Claude Code's better than Google AI Studio? Let me take a sip of water before I ask that very deep, intelligent question. Do I think Claude Code is better than AI Studio? I think they're two different tools for two different purposes. I don't view them as competitors. I group AI tools into two different categories: prototyping tools and full stack tools. Your prototyping tools are Lovable, V0, Bolt.new, Google AI Studio. I put in that camp, right? Then you have your kind of full stack tools: Claude Code, Codex, Cursor. Those are the two camps. And so I don't think Google AI Studio and Claude Code are competitors. If I had to go with one, I would choose Claude Code because you can build prototypes with Claude Code as well. It's just a little bit more complex because it's in like the IDE or the CLI. Google, you just type in an idea and you can see it builds out right there and you see it. So if you're just doing like quick personal apps or quick prototypes, I would use Google. If you're building out a full scale, full in-depth app, Claude Code. And also Google super early. They've been adding new features like over the last couple of weeks. Like Google, all the Google developer tools are super early. And I would not be surprised if this time next year, things flip, things flop, things are different. Because Google is the most profitable company in the entire world. I don't know if people realize that. Google is the most profitable company in the entire world. And so they have the money and resources. Are they going to execute? We'll see. That's up to them. But I would not write off Google. Gemini, I mean, we've been waiting for Gemini 3 for a minute here, huh? That's going to be exciting. How are you dealing with bags? How do you debug? So I assume you mean bugs. How do you deal with bugs? You screenshot the bugs, you copy and paste the bugs, say, hey, Claude, there's a bug, and then you hit enter. Watch along. I'll show you. We'll run into bugs. I'll show you how to fix them. All right, let's see our plan for adding this weekly hackathon feature to our app. Build a new weekly hackathon section allows users to view the current challenge, submit apps to challenge, view and vote on submitted apps, see a leaderboard of top submissions. We're going to create some new tables inside our database. I'll show you how to do that. Add row level security, add some new hackathon banners and components, update the sidebar, create some API routes, and make it look nice. I like that. Yes, and auto accept. Have fun, Claude Code. Have at it. Have at it, Claude Code. Have at it, Claude Code. All right. So we get our to-do list here. Create the database, update the database, add the components, create all the API stuff. And this is the beautiful part about Claude Code. It goes off. Ooh, should we not one person voted for the light background. Other than Llama Mama. Llama Mama said I like the Cali apartment in the light. Everyone else went dark. Did you make a preset for it to pick the stack of your choosing, or do you always let the AI decide for itself? I'm experiencing my coder to run with Python. Well, most of my apps are like web apps that are better suited for like Next.js, Tailwind, and Supabase. So I usually tell it. I tell it the stack. I mean, there's some things like I also built recently a polymarket scanner. And that's better for Python, those types of apps. So I did Python for that. But you can ask the AI, hey, what's the best tech stack for this, and explain to me why. Speaking of dark, time for some coffee, says the modelier. I'm with you. I got my new Black Yeti. I've been drinking my pour over out of every morning. Black coffee. Can faceless content marketing work? Also building an AI-driven email management solution. Basically AI that thinks for your inbox. Being kind of optimistic. Yeah, I think it can work. There are plenty of anonymous accounts out there that have built, marketed, sold apps, 100%. Now, I do think it's better to show your face, like building that personal connection. I think if this was a faceless live stream and I try to get people on my app store compared to me sitting here with this green light shining on my face and this blue light in the background, I think I'll have a better time selling the app. I mean, I'm not selling, it's free. This is gonna be a free app. But I think there'll be more people using it now. Remember that workflow I told you get 10 different outputs on a single posing prompt from one image? Check your Discord DM. I sent you an example of what I did. All right, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't checked my Discord DM in like 3 years, but I'm gonna check it for you after this, Yen. I was praising Warp. Then yesterday they changed the plan structure. Terrible. Why is it that when all these companies change their pricing, it's always for the worse? They never change their pricing and it helps out the consumer. Every pricing structure change, it's always for the worse. I'll tell you why. You curious why? Why it constantly feels like the pricing and all these tools get worse and worse and worse and worse? Because all these companies are losing money, baby. All these companies are losing money. So they put it out, they make it relatively cheap so that people use it and get on it. And then they're like, oh, we're losing a lot of money. Probably need to make money on this. and they make the pricing worse. It is what it is. The one company that can get away with it is Google. Google, as I said earlier, is the most profitable company in the world. So that's why Gemini CLI can be completely free, because they have more money than anyone else and can just lose money. They don't care. They have so much money. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Claude code like introducing any type errors in my app build. No clue what that is, but Codex picked the errors today and fix. I mean, that's why I like doing this setup as well. Dr. Ken. Codex on the left, Claude code on the right. And then if Claude code introduces bugs, copy, paste in a Codex. They fix things. If they introduce bugs, Codex, copy, paste in a Claude code, hit enter. And they fix it. So this is a good setup. I like this setup. You know, I talk about Claude code a lot because I think at the moment it's amazing, but I have no loyalty unless one of these companies hire me. OpenAI, Anthropic, if you're watching. So if one tool does something better, I'll switch to the other. Say, hey, this isn't working. Work on this. And I'll go, hey, this isn't working. Work on this. Does Claude Code have an app? If yes, why are you not using their app? Yeah, they have an app. They have an app. I use their app. I use their app. Want to see the app? I'll show you the app. There's different purposes for the app and the web version. Here we go. I'm in the Claude app. You open the side menu. Oh, I can even show it to you this way. I'm on Mac. Let's do it. I'm going to show you this way. Watch this. I'll show you the Claude Code app. There's a Claude Code app. Try again. Unless Mac doesn't want to cooperate. I mean, I can't share my iPhone on the screen. Let's see what we got here. I'll show you. Yeah, Claude Code app exists. It's great. It's fantastic. It's brilliant. The Mac screen sharing for the iPhone is not working. That's fine. But yeah, it's great. You just go into the Claude app and then it has a list of tasks and you can say new task and then you send the task and it builds it for you on your phone. I don't do it because it's easier. If you're on your computer, it's just easier to use it on your computer because it messes with the code locally. When you're on your app, it does it in the cloud. Then you have to pull down the changes from the cloud. But the mobile app is great for if you're on the go. Like if I'm at the gym and I'm getting a huge pump on and I'm looking good and I come up with an idea for something to build, yeah, I'll go on the Claude Code app and give it to it and it builds it in the cloud for me. Then I get back to my computer and I pull down the change. 100%. We're still cooking. What's better than this? Claude Code going for like 20 minutes, just building out a feature for you. What's better than this, baby? I think Apple makes more profit than Google. I don't know if you're right about that. Who is more profitable? Apple or Google? Let's see. Maybe you're right. Here's a direct comparison in profitability. What the numbers say. For the most recent quarter, Alphabet reported revenue of about $96 billion and a net income of $28 billion. Apple in the same period, $94 billion and $23 billion. I win. Google. Google had more revenue and more income. If by more profitable you mean higher net profit and better profit margin, yes, that's what I mean, then Alphabet is ahead of the margin. Alphabet has higher percentages and higher profit. Apple makes more revenue, but Google makes more profit. There you go. Google is the most profitable company in the world. How do you make Claude code run for hours by itself? My current setup is using dangerously skip permissions and asking to check changes on the browser using the Chrome dev. Yeah, that's what you do. You go into plan mode, you ask for it to make a thing, and then you say yes and accept all changes. And you walk away and you go make a smoothie. Web apps, your go-to space, web, iOS, Android. Where do I launch first? Alex, say something, smiley face. First of all, don't beg me to say something, Dr. Ken. Second of all, where do you launch for? I don't know. It depends what your idea is. I can't tell you where to launch first. I like web apps. I'm a web app first guy, but whatever your, some ideas are better for mobile, some ideas are better for the web. So whatever idea you come up with, just do that. Do we have to pay for cursor with Claude? I am avoiding cursor for it and using VS Code instead. You don't have to pay for cursor unless you use cursor's functionality. So if you don't want to use cursor's AI functionality, then just use VS Code. If you want to use cursor's AI functionality, then pay for cursor. If you just only care about Claude code, if all you care about is Claude code, then just download VS Code for free and install Claude code extension like I'm doing here. Ooh, we're done. We did it. How do you display the comments below the screen? I tried doing a live Claude session today. Most of the time went by setting up the stream. This is StreamYard, StreamYard.com. I think I pay like $50 a month for this. But when you do it through StreamYard, it's super easy. You just can click on comments and it puts it on the screen. If you're watching the replay, first of all, hope you're enjoying and having fun. Second of all, if you want to be part of the fun and comment and talk, join the live stream. We do the live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you get alerted next time this goes down. That's why I love you, sir. You explain better, like your vibes. It says if concept. If concept, I like your vibes. All right, Claude code finished. How do you use Gemini CLI within your workflow? Do you ever have Claude leverage its context window for execution tasks like Claude code plans? To answer your question directly, Aldo, I do not use Gemini CLI in my workflow. Claude code does everything I need. I don't worry about context. I just tell it what I want it to build and it builds it. If it runs out of context, it figures it out on its own. All right, I've built the hackathon. Here's what you need. Implement a database layer. So I need a new migration. So we're going to take this new migration. We're going to take all this. I'm going to put this into supabase. This is going to create us our new hackathons table. So we're going to go back into supabase. SQL editor. I'm going to paste in the SQL that Claude created for us. Hit run. Success. I like that. We're going to go back into Claude code. We're going to see what Claude code built for us here. Bro, you're killing it. Love to see you growing so much on YouTube. Akash Gupta. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. For those who don't know, Akash is one of the best product management accounts on all Twitter, on all X. Follow Akash. Subscribe to his YouTube as well. Click his face. Subscribe to his YouTube. If you're into product management, which if you're watching this, product management is related to all this vibe code and stuff. It's worth a follow, worth a subscribe. Appreciate you joining, Akash. Any news on the ChatGPT App Store? Yeah, you can start building for it now. You can start building for it now. It's not out yet. Should be out in the next couple months. But you can start building for it now. All right, so the API was set up, operation set up, front-end component set up, pages set up, feature highlights, prominent placement, user flow. Users can click the banner, view challenges, submit their app on the others. All right, we ran the migration and the feature is ready. Should we test this out? Oh boy. Let's go. Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. Boom. Yes. Live now, weekly hackathon, AI productivity challenge, 0 entries, view. Let's see what this looks like. Build an AI-powered productivity app using Google's Gemini API. Create tools that help people work smarter, automate tasks. Submit your app. It has a countdown timer. Yes. Select one of your apps to submit. That's sick. And then you can view all. Let's submit an app. Fail to submit an app. You may have already submitted this app to the hackathon. We're getting a database error. Database error. Let's fix it. Here's how you fix it. Let's go back in, share screen, Claude code. Getting this error when I submit apps to the hackathon. And I just take the error I got, paste it in there, and it's going to fix it for me. Thanks for all your help with the vids. Hey, Sam Season, thank you. Knew you'd love the neon tangerine. I'm all about that neon tangerine color scheme. Do you think OpenAI will have usage revenue model for the ChatGPT app? 100%. That's something they promised during Dev Day, was monetization. Can't wait for Gemini 3.0. Yeah, it's going to be sick. They've been cooking it for a long time. Gemini 3.0 has been cooking for a long time. Long time. All right, here we go. I've simplified the RLS policy. RLS is row level security policy. The active status check is already handled. Go to your supabase SQL editor and run this. All right. So we're going to fix some security. Perfect. Now run this migration. All right. I'm going to run this in supabase, and this should fix our permissioning issues. Boom. Let's submit this again. Let's reset the, no, it shouldn't be a reset issue, but we'll reset it again. Here we go. Submit your app. Nope, same error. We're having row level security errors. Claude messes up with this a lot, but we'll keep fixing it. We're just gonna go back in, ran the migration, getting this error when I submit. For a guy who can't wait on your end-to-end on Black Friday, being new to coding since recently, I'm having a hard time getting good workflow from start to finish of a project. Any suggestions, pitfalls? I'm having a hard time getting a good workflow. What part of the workflow are you having a challenge, Solo One? You got to be specific. What part's messing you up? Coming up with ideas, building the ideas, launching the ideas, getting customers. What's the challenge? Tell me. Thanks, man. People like you should have 1 million subs, getting so many of us hyped to tap into the new thing and see how it goes. Well done, says Dr. Ken. I'm not stopping until I have 8 billion subs. I'm not stopping until everyone in the world subscribed and vibe coding with me. I'm going to keep pumping out content and live streams until I have 8 billion subscribers. that are logging in and vibe coding with me every day. I'm going to get Claude Code and Codex 8 billion users, and they're still not going to acknowledge my existence. All right, it says it just will work now. All right, let's test it out. Boom! There it is. There it is. Little bug. I just upvoted it and it didn't update the upvote right away. I had to refresh to see the update. Let's fix that. That fixed it. Thank you. Small bug when you upvote or downvote any apps, it updates the database right away, but doesn't update the UI with the vote. You have to refresh the page to see the updated vote count. Turn on real time. It is real time, Pinky. They just need to update the UI. Just needs to update the UI. If you're experimenting with many apps, but supabase costs are getting out of control, what are your alternatives? Firebase, VPS? A lot of people like Convex. Why are your supabase costs out of control? Their free tier is very, very... they have a very good free tier. Like I built like a polymarket scanner that literally scans 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, pulling in scans and submitting it to my database, and like the free tier works for me for that. So what are you doing where like supabase costs are getting out of control and you don't have millions of users? Like the only reason your supabase cost should be out of control is if you have like millions of users. I know people that have like 500,000 users and they only pay like $20 a month. What do you Situ D'Souza, your architecture, your database just might be not good. What are you paying so much money for? I think the actual setup of getting the vibe going, you make it look so simple. I've tried running your prompts directly, but it doesn't always seem to give me the same solution, so I'm confused as to why. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with AI Solo One. Like, you can have 1 million people submit a prompt and you get 1 million different responses. It's kind of how the nature of LLMs. You know, if you submit something and you don't get what you expect out of the AI, I mean, like if you were to go to a grocery store and you wanted to know where a food item was, and you go up to you know, an employee walking around, and you go, hey, where's the chocolate chip cookie section? I want chocolate chip cookies. And they give you an answer that doesn't make sense to you. You would go, hey, I wasn't expecting that answer. What do you mean by that? You wouldn't then go, what? And then walk away and like talk to another customer and say, hey, that guy, I didn't understand what he just said. What is he saying? You would just go, I didn't really understand that. Can you explain again? Right. So if you're getting responses, Solo One, from an AI and it's confusing or you don't get it, be like, hey, I don't get what you just said. What do you mean by that? I was expecting this and you said that. Or you go, you're just being way too confusing. Can you simplify this for me? Can you dumb this down? I'm an idiot. Dumb this down for me. I say that. And I don't mean you're an idiot. I say that's the AI. I sound like I'm an idiot. Please treat me like an idiot. Right? So like talk to it like a human being. If it confuses you, if you don't get what it's saying, then just say, hey, I'm confused by this. What do you mean? Great recommendation, Modelier. If you're trying to get a result you see in my video, you can try to grab a screenshot and say, hey, make it look exactly. That's great. Fantastic, Modelier. Great recommendation. If you're not getting results you want, screenshot results you want and say, hey, make it look like this. Or say, hey, why isn't your answer this? Supabase was getting more expensive for me until I realized I didn't need a separate $10 a month plan for every app I built. I just put several apps in one project. Yeah, that's exactly it. You can put multiple apps in one project. You don't need to pay for every project. All right, where are we at? We got the hackathon working. Let's, I got to add to my to-do list. Oh, let's update the to-do list. We got the hackathon working. Tick, tick. Where's tick, tick? There we go. Weekly hackathon, done. We built that out. Let's now do, let's do some brainstorming. You guys want to do some I'll show you how I do some brainstorming. This is an important part of vibe coding, so I think this is important. I think this is an important part of vibe coding, so let's go through it. So here's the deal. When you're using Claude Code, you're vibe coding, you send a prompt. Maybe it's a 20-minute prompt, right? It takes Claude 20 minutes to build it. What a lot of people do is they whip out their phone and they start doom scrolling, right? They go on Twitter, they go on YouTube, and they watch YouTube videos. You know, they get distracted. They waste time. It's not what you should be doing. Not what you should be doing. You should be brainstorming. You should be ideating. You should be bouncing ideas off the AI. And so what you should have is a chat open in one of your, whatever your favorite chat model is. Mine's GPT-5. I think GPT-5 thinking is the best AI chat model in the world for chatting and ideating. And you create a chat, describe your project, and now we can, as Claude is building, bounce ideas. So saying, for this app, I want to build a lot of community engagement features. I already built a weekly hackathon feature. Now I want to build like a message board / forum feature where people can discuss building and AI and vibe coding tools. I want it so this could be a place for people to hang out and chat about relevant topics. How do you think we should implement this? What should the user experience be? Where should this functionality live and how should it work? And I'm going to screenshot my app currently. So let's go back here. Screenshot the app. Paste it in. Screenshot of the app attached. Enter. So I'm going to brainstorm some of this functionality, right? I want to build out some community engagement features. What do you think? How should this look? How should this work? How should we build it? What should people be able to do? And while Claude Code's building, we're going to bounce ideas here. We're going to come up with some cool things to do, right? Love the direction. Make the form feel like an extension of the App Store, not a separate site. Think builder first threads, tie to apps, hackathons, and templates. Where it lives. Top nav, forum, trending threads module, that homepage under the hero. On every app template page, a discussion tab. On hackathon pages, event chat and threads. Information archive spaces, high-level buckets, thread types, core UX, composer. Should I have an entire forums section where people can start new topics and chat with each other? For instance, like a new Claude code version releases and someone starts a topic on it. So like for this app store, should I have an entire forum section where people can just create topics and chat? That's what we're discussing. Let's see what ChatGPT has. I just think GPT-5 is like the best when it comes to this type of thing. Did Elon do Joe Rogan today? Someone posted a clip of Elon on Joe Rogan. Did Elon do Joe Rogan? Oh, that's sick. Elon did Joe Rogan. Gonna have to watch that at the gym after. I wonder what they discuss. Yes, you should have a full forum section. Make it the living room for vibe coders, but wired to tightly apps, hackathon structure, top nav forums, trending topics, unanswered questions, news week, spaces, show and ship, help and debug, build logs, design critiques, create official release mega threads. All right, I think we're gonna add a message board to our app. What we need is a Reddit for vibe coder, says Ben K. That's what this is gonna be. That's exactly what this is gonna be, Ben K. It's like a Reddit for vibe coders. That's exactly what this is gonna be. Now you're starting to get it. Now you're getting the vision. Let's build it. Let's build it, baby. What time is it? 12:48. Getting hungry. Getting hungry. Oh, I was gonna make wings today. Fuck. Should I make wings the moment this ends? I gotta figure it out. Anyway. Let's start a new chat. I want to build a message. I want to build a message board functionality into this app. This should be like a forum where people can start a new topic, then reply to others, and upvote and downvote topics and conversations. This should live in the main sidebar where people can enter it, and it also shows trending topics in the sidebar too. What do you think about this? Think about the entire project and how this would fit in. So I like to do this when I'm building out new functionality and it's kind of high level and I don't have the whole thing fleshed out yet, is I go into plan mode, shift tab, and I like to say, hey, what do you think about this? What would you add? How would you change it? And hit enter on that. Is there a programmatic way to have that form cross-feed to the Discord? Potentially. It's a good idea, Modelier. For an app to get too big, it would have to be huge. Supabase can handle many tables and entries. Unless you're doing things taking many gigabytes of storage, you should be. Yeah, I don't know what costs so much money. Reddit isn't very good anymore. Lots of people just want to troll and hate. We should vibe code a new Reddit, but with better features. Joe Bob, that's what we're doing, my man. Joe Bob, what do you think we're doing live in front of you right now, Joe Bob? Joe Bob, that's what we're doing live right now, Joe Bob. This is like Reddit for vibe coders, except you can actually submit apps and test each other's apps in the Reddit, in the Vibe store. And it also has hackathons and many other. That's what we're building right here, Joe Bob. We're not doing it in Reddit. Screw Reddit. I don't want anything to do with Reddit. I used Reddit a ton in college 18 years ago, and it was sick. Reddit stinks now. Hate to say it, but you'll probably need a vetting feature for submitted apps before they go live, won't you? I could see bad actors filtering in. 100%. 100% bad actors could filter in and submit bad apps. 100%. But I would rather have that problem than have a failing app. Do you know what I mean? Like, if my app gets so big that bad actors are coming in and submitting bad apps, I'm happy about that. That's better than like no one using the app and I'm not getting good apps or bad apps. You know what I'm saying? So I'll figure that out once the bad actors start coming in, because that means my app's got big enough where people want to like troll it. That'll make me happy. If people start trying to troll the app, that'll make me very happy. If I have to start hiring moderators and stuff, I'll be in a good place. I'll be in a happy place, because that means we're blowing up. Why Claude versus Cursor? Because I like Claude's vibes better, and I like the way it works better, and I like the code it writes better, and I just like using it better. It's a personal decision. I know a lot of people that love Cursor. I'm good friends with Ray Fernando. He loves Cursor. Big Cursor guy. Nothing wrong with that. Cursor is a great tool. Cursor 2 is fantastic. Cursor 2.0 is fantastic. I'm a Claude code guy. I've been a Claude code guy since it released like 9 months ago. I like working with it better. I like the way it talks to me. I like the way it makes me feel. I like the way it works with me. You ever have coworkers where you have a coworker and you just hate them? You're like, I don't like you. I don't want to work with you. I don't enjoy being around you. And then you have other coworkers and you're like, oh, I enjoy being around you. I enjoy working with you. We have good vibes, good chemistry. Claude code's that for me. We have good vibes, good chemistry. It's the coworker I choose to co-work with. Oh, I wasn't talking phone. I was talking cybersecurity. I mean, I have thousands of people on Creator Buddy. I spent a lot of time in Claude Code going, what angles could people exploit here when it comes to cybersecurity? How could they attack the app? Let's fix it. Let's make sure this is safe. So I spent a lot of time on cybersecurity. I started with Cursor, so that's my girl, I guess. I did too. I started with Cursor as well, but my girl did me wrong. Back when I was using Cursor, like November last year, a year ago, it would just go in loops. It would do stupid things. It would piss me off so much. And then Claude Code came out, and I was like, oh, this is great. Brighter pastures. Claude is great for coding, but I like pitting Claude against ChatGPT for reasoning. And oh, yeah, no. Hey, don't get me wrong. I use ChatGPT-5 all day. GPT-5 thinking for brainstorming all day, every day. I use GPT-5 for everything but coding. I use GPT-5 for everything else in my life. All right. Claude built out the plan for the forum. We're going to do this. Everyone, leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't. I don't know why you wouldn't have already. Subscribe if you haven't. Very important. Turn on notifications. Turn on notifications. Turn on notifications. New video dropping in the next few hours. If not in the next few hours, first thing tomorrow morning, because now I am starving. I need to go to the gym. I am hungry. New video dropping in the next 24 hours on Claude skills. So make sure you have notifications on for that. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So stop by then. Stop by at all those. Just jumped into live. Curious, will the user have a profile within the app itself? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You want to see it? Simpo. Simpo with the questions. Simpo. User profile. Your name, your apps, your upvotes, when you've been a member since, most popular app, achievements. You can see all your achievements, all your apps. You can get your analytics. Hell yeah, Simpo. Builder profiles. You can follow builders. I can follow people, see what apps they release. Hell yeah. New native installer just released for Claude Code. No more Node.js for stuff. Is this the kind of app where you would want people to have collaborative remix threads so others can fork and vibe and remix ideas? Yes. Janice, there's going to be an entire templates and open source section where you can just fork other people's apps and you can start building on it. And so like, I want like brand new vibe coders to come in and like fork apps and start building their own apps and have like hackathons and stuff. I think it'll be fun. You know, the live stream's going well when we are still growing 2 hours in. Unfortunately, I am absolutely starving and need to go to the gym. It's Friday. What better day to go to the gym than Friday? If you just joined, make sure to watch back the replay. We've been building out this entire app for 2 hours now. You'll learn a ton. You'll have a lot of fun. It'll be great. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. New video dropping the next 24 hours on Claude skills, which is going to be incredible video I've been cooking there. Sign up for the free newsletter. Link in the description. Free newsletter. We announced the AI App Accelerator dropping on Black Friday. So sign up for the newsletter, get the latest information on that. Black Friday AI App Accelerator. It'll be end-to-end Claude Code tutorial, end-to-end. Your Claude Code weekly review to bold your newsletter and brain dump was fire. Can you sync that Claude Code mobile so memory is synced across devices? Yeah, it's synced across devices. This is great too because it shows most realistic app and timeline for building it. Yep, that's why I like doing this live stream. Thanks for the live stream and the AI App Accelerator news. Hell yeah, Ben K. I'm telling you, Alex, quantum thoughts are happening here. We're getting quantum, baby. We're getting quantum. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have an amazing, beautiful Friday. I truly love you for being a part of this. Fin fam, thank you for being a part of the live stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching all the videos I put out. Thank you for leaving likes. Thank you for subscribing and turning on notifications. New video on Claude skills coming out in the next 24 hours. When it drops, open it up, hit like on it, watch it to the end. Do your boy a favor. I appreciate all of you. Love you all. Thank you for stopping by. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Monday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Stop by the next live stream. We built so much cool things. We're going to keep building this app every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Happy Halloween, everyone. Llama Mama. Enjoy your Halloween. Dress up. Eat candy. Eat Reese's. Eat Kit Kat bars. Eat Skittles. Put the diet out the door. I'm going to make some chicken wings. It's going to be delicious. Love you all. Have a fantastic Halloween, fantastic weekend. I'll see you next time. Love you all.